Hello again, everybody. Welcome to Ithaca, or the Ithaca area. We are headed towards Sapsucker Woods. I've switched the whole microphone system back to the usual, we'll be using the camera's own microphone. I did that because I don't know if I really want to deal with the other system while I am walking around. So hopefully you can hear me right now, and hopefully the wind won't be too bad as we walk around Sapsucker Woods. I can see some movement of tree branches, so I mean the wind is still blowing. But I suspect if we were walking out and about, we'd have just about as much, maybe a little more, just about as much noise walking around with the other microphone as we do with this one, so the built-in one. So we'll give it a try. I'm a few minutes late because I saw something interesting on my way. So now I have two things to show you, and I want to remember to show them to you later. Something from last week and something new from this week. It's 45 degrees according to my thermometer. So not exactly warm. I'm wearing a light jacket at the moment, but I think I'm going to put on something a little warmer, and a hat, and I'm going to need gloves too. Actually, I'm going to need a few minutes once we arrive at Sapsucker to get ready. Now, it has not been freezing cold, and literally has not been freezing. It hasn't been below, there's a robin, it has not been below 32 or anything like that. Sometimes in prior years we've head into spring and you have an unfortunate cold spell, and you kind of hope at least, well, maybe it at least got rid of the mosquitoes. Nope, never happens. I wouldn't want to get rid of all the bugs because obviously a lot of birds rely on insects as food sources, so I wouldn't want to do that. But mosquitoes are fair game, kind of. It took me a while to pack up once we finished at Carn Cross Road. Between that and then stopping to see what I saw, I ended up arriving here late. I actually thought when I first said 5:40, I thought that time was actually pretty late. I thought I would be able to get here sooner than that. I see two Canada geese kind of snoozing. And okay. Like I said, I need a few minutes to get ready for a walk. all of a sudden the wind picks up now that we've arrived. I mean, it's been windy today anyway, but when I, after packing up back at Carncross, I decided to return, back through via East Road again, and hoping to again maybe see the. Hold on, what just flew by? Female red-winged blackbird. And I just heard a male, I believe. Anyway, I was hoping maybe if the sandhill cranes had stopped by, and no, they hadn't, so didn't see any there. But I did see that light, the red-tailed hawk, the juvenile with the light head again. The one that we saw last week, the one that we saw earlier today, and then I saw it yet again. Really a beautiful hawk. Actually, as I drove by back through, it was on one of the poles along the road, and I was afraid as I was driving that it would be, just a little bit concerned about my car, and I didn't slow down to like stalk it or anything, but looked like it was just about to take off, and then realized, I wasn't a threat, and as I continued, so it stayed put. Okay, I think I have almost everything. It's not very, very cold, but 45 degrees. You wouldn't want to be standing out there. And like I said, I need to get a coat, get extra wires here and there because of the way I'm doing things today. Microphones and other things. I'll be with you in a moment. Good news is, although it's, not, like I said, it's not super freezing cold, but it's cold enough. The birds are actively singing and flying around. I've seen since just in the last few moments, a robin, a mourning dove, common grackle, red-winged blackbird. I've been hearing at least one American goldfinch singing. What else? I think I'm also hearing a cardinal chipmunk. Yeah, I think I just may have seen it. I just heard a song sparrow. Okay, we're just about ready. Be careful, I don't want to, I mean, I'm bundling up a bit, but I don't want to get overheated either. Okay, and I welcome you all to Sapsucker Woods. For whatever reason, that robin is chasing that grackle, or maybe the other way around. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen a robin do that particular call before. All of a sudden I can't focus on it. I'm hearing alert calls, but I wonder why. I don't see any particular reason for it. Okay, let's go. Time is short. Up ahead on the ground is what? What is it? Red-winged blackbird. Okay. I had seen 2 geese before. Now there's a 3rd one there. Hadn't seen 3 before. Now maybe one was right there and I just missed it. I don't know. Another red-winged blackbird in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. And, oh, 2 more geese right here. Canada geese. Love the Canada geese. But see, you don't normally see them, you know, around here, except this time of year. Pretty pretty. Just heard a red-bellied woodpecker. And it sounds like there are a number of Canada geese out on the pond or somewhere in that area. Judging by the vocalizations. And we're hearing 1 or 2 at least American goldfinches here. You hear that? That's one of their sounds, and they just have some twittering sounds of various sorts. And I may have just seen, I just heard a blue jay, but I may have just seen a chickadee. Is that what I just saw? In here somewhere? I'll have to look with binoculars. Hold on. Yes, black-capped chickadee. I'm not sure if I can see it with the camera, but it's in here somewhere. Trust me. Looks like there's still some people in the lab. I don't know what time the lab closed. I don't know, it closes at 4. That's cool. And there's American goldfinch. There. It's a male. And there's a blackbird or two. There's a cardinal on the ground there. Again, blackbird. Who just landed? I don't know. And we're hearing the robin sing. And the chickadee was at that feeder, took off. I've mentioned before that chickadees won't eat at a feeder. They'll take a seed, go to a nearby perch, maybe eat it there, and then come back. Comes that wind. Just heard chickadee. It may have been one that we've seen already. Canada goose there. Something. I think I'm hearing a hairy woodpecker is my guess. There it is. Unless it's a downy. No, it's a hairy. Okay. Oh, that might be a downy. I don't know. I think it's a downy. Morning dove. Okay. I'm going to look around a little bit with binoculars and see if there's anything of interest. So there are other Canada geese here. I didn't point them out. There are 2 there, 1 there, 1 there, and there may be others. Oh, there's one here, which I don't know if I showed it to you already. But let's, I think we're going to hit the trails, and that looks like a hairy. That is a hairy woodpecker. Notice for me, I need to see the bill very often. I can't remember the coloration, but the bill is larger on the hairy than proportionally to the head than it is on the downy. Oh. See the relatively, oh, I didn't get a good look at the bill there. There it is. Okay, let's get going. I don't know if we're going to see much here today or not. Who knows? We may have some luck, may not. You know, as I mentioned, believe we're hearing a cardinal. Wildlife Drive was, I'd have to say, disappointing. That was because of the conditions, most likely. If it had been a calmer, warmer day, especially calm, we might have seen a lot more. And without this, without the snow. But we saw what we saw, and didn't see much at East Road. We saw the sandhill cranes in flight, but we didn't get to really see them like I would have liked. But then I really enjoyed that trip to Carn Cross Road between the broad-winged hawk we saw. Nearly there. And then both the Caspian terns and the Bonaparte's gulls. Really liked what we saw at Carn Cross. So you just never know where you're going to see something good. So, here, maybe we won't see anything good. It's very possible. I say good. What I mean is out of the ordinary. And to think I almost didn't bring this coat, which is a little warmer. I thought, well, maybe I won't need it. It's maybe overkill, but I'll bring it anyway. I'm glad I did. So I believe I had heard earlier a red-bellied woodpecker. Thought I heard one. And we've definitely seen a hairy woodpecker and a downy woodpecker. We've seen Canada geese, but we haven't seen any ducks of any sort just yet. Seen black-capped chickadees, robins, American goldfinches, common grackles, red-winged blackbirds, mourning doves. And I think that's just about it so far. And the red squirrel. Oh, is this a robin? Probably. And I hear a tufted titmouse. I think that's a robin, if I can find it. It is a robin. Yes, okay. I just heard a tufted titmouse. I see two people. Oh, I was going to say, I wonder if these two people ahead of us see something. But apparently not. Hello. And they know what they're doing. Anything special?
Well, we've been enjoying the trilliums that are booming on the ground.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we saw an osprey. And that's been
Probably
pretty
you
cool.
saw it, yeah. Just big stacks there.
I didn't see the osprey. Here you saw it? Or?
Yeah, right
Yeah.
on the pond a little while ago.
Oh, really? I missed it. I missed it. I just got here a short while ago, so
Okay.
Then
that's
maybe
my
around,
excuse.
we saw it actually from the other side and from platform, other platform.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool.
Right.
I'll leave you
Enjoy.
to it.
Yeah, best wishes.
Enjoy. Take care.
Bye.
It's Miyoko and Mark. They know their birds. I don't know my birds. And maybe we'll see the osprey that they mentioned. I don't know. I hope so. but I didn't see it from where I was, but maybe on the other side of the pond we'll have a view. Trying to decide if I just heard something. There's not a lot, but there's some road noise, which doesn't help. A little bit of wind noise, which doesn't help, and the Canada geese on the pond, which they're free to speak, but sometimes I'd prefer it quiet. Let's just walk this way, just a little bit. Just a little bit. I just heard something. Oh, what do I see? What do I see? Hold on. Oh, I think it's a robin. I think it's a robin, which it's just not out of the ordinary. And it just took off. Is it a robin or not? I think it is. Yeah, I think so. Where'd it go? Is it there? Hold on, let me look with binoculars. I don't see it. It must have flown again. I believe it was a robin, but maybe not. Color-wise, I think that's what it was. And the other question is, what else could it have been? There's always a chance that you'll be in a given area and you'll see, a bird that's rare to the area. Sure, that can happen, but many times if you don't have the best look at a particular bird, you have to be reasonable about what it could be. So I mean, like here in the middle of the woods, I wouldn't expect to see an osprey on the ground, for instance. Or a great blue heron, walking around here on the ground. It's unlikely. Looking around a little bit. Bird-wise, things are pretty quiet here, so let's return to the Wilson Trail. Now, the weather in Ithaca isn't necessarily exactly the same as the weather in Montezuma, but I mean, you see all this water that's at ground level here, and often, if things are wet or if there's enough rain in the spring and whatever, you'll see water here. So this is not all that unusual, but the point is, it's not like all dry already. and but we're seeing that the main pool, and I have to ask, the main pool at Montezuma seems to be drier than I would expect. So I need to ask, as I've said before, that see if they're draining the pool this year. I mean, if they are, they are. There's nothing I can do about it, but I kind of hope they're not. But hearing an American goldfinch or two. Okay, let's keep going. As you may realize, we're in barred owl territory, but we haven't seen one here in a while. Doesn't mean they're not around, they're not easy to see. Just like at Montezuma, weather like this will kind of discourage people from coming here. Hold on, I want to look at something a little more closely. Anyway, so it's not surprising that, especially this time of day anyway, it's getting late. Not surprising not to see a lot of people here. I don't imagine, many parents would want to bring their children here on a day like today. I mean, again, it's not like it's 30 below zero, but I mean, it's not a nice warm spring day. What was that? What did I hear? We also heard a blue jay. I forgot to re-mention that. I'm not saying I can always tell what time of year it is by the sounds here, but there's some sounds that you'll hear at certain times. Obviously, although I'm not going to hear them, I have a feeling we won't hear them today, but like we'll hear the tree frogs in the early spring, the Canada geese through, from the early spring on into, through the spring. We'll hear them a lot. I mean, we're hearing a lot of vocalizations right now coming from the pond. There's another one I wanted to mention. Red-winged blackbirds also, you'll hear them, and the grackles very vocal in the spring. But in the fall, or late summer, early fall, what will you hear? You'll hear a lot of blue jays very often. And in late summer, let's say August, we hear and not throughout the woods, but we hear very often the American goldfinches become more active in terms of, that might be the osprey, not sure, that we just heard. But anyway, the American goldfinches, they are late breeders, and we might hear them, them and their young vocalizing more in the late summer. On a quiet night in the summer, if there's not too much road noise, if you want something soothing to listen to, tune into the pond cam. And you just hear the sounds of the pond as it settles in for the night, and it can be very nice. Again, assuming it's not picking up a lot of road noise or airport noise or whatever. So, did we hear the osprey? If it's here? And why would it be calling? I don't know. Maybe just heard a chickadee. Maybe I wasn't hearing an osprey. I don't know. Heard something. Beep, 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 beep. That's, I believe that's also a chickadee. So that's a black-capped chickadee right there. And, oh, ducks. No. They can't be Canada geese. Yeah, the Canada geese are lower. These are, what are these? The ducks, I don't know what kind of ducks they were. I should have stayed with them. The vocalizations confused me, but that's because the Canada geese had also taken off. I'm guessing they were mallards, but I'm not sure. Given their size and shape, I would say mallards, but I don't know for certain. In likelihood. We do occasionally see other ducks here, of course. But in terms of most likely to be seen, someone just flew in over there. I don't know, maybe one of the Canada geese. And here's a mallard. No doubt this time. It's a male. Okay, let's continue on. If there is an osprey here, I wouldn't mind seeing it. when you're looking at birds that are shaped like either ducks or geese, and you're not sure, one thing that is a decent sign is that ducks tend to flap their wings much more rapidly than do Canada geese, for instance. There are differences in shape and everything like that. Sometimes you're, for whatever reason, you're not able to figure it out. And that's a decent sign. I didn't figure that out myself. Someone told me about that once. And another duck-like bird, the double-crested cormorant, not as large as a Canada goose, but it's larger than most ducks. Usually when they're in flight, they have a different shape to them, slightly different, but also they don't flap their wings quite as rapidly as do the various ducks. I'd say probably a little bit faster though than Canada geese. It's a muddy area there. So I thought I saw someone come in for a landing over here. And there's a duck there's a mallard over here, and that could be what I saw. Probably is. Now that I think about it. So, will we see the osprey is the question. I believe we just heard a red-winged blackbird. We might not see the osprey, but we can see belted kingfisher. That could be the mallard we just saw. I'm not sure, but I think it might be. Okay, so anyway, the belted kingfisher is right there. By the lack of coloration, I'd say it's a male. Females have an additional brown, like the belt. And that one doesn't seem to have it. But let me look around. Because I don't see an osprey. And maybe we just missed it, or who knows. Kingfisher took off. No sign of the osprey. There's potentially a bird of prey in the area. Some grackles up here, I believe. We're going to continue on. I'm not seeing all that much bird-wise here. Let's look around one more time. I was hoping to see a great blue heron, but I'm not seeing one. Okay, I don't see any osprey, so we're going to continue on. We've seen ospreys here before. I don't know if I've ever seen more than one here, though. I don't believe so. It used to be, and there's a fallen osprey platform out there in the water. I don't know if I've ever seen it. No, I don't believe I ever saw it standing. I think it's always been toppled since I started coming here. Robin. That'd be a pretty picture. Not perfect. I'm not sure what I'm hearing. Oh, turn this way. I think it's a song sparrow. But I thought I saw some different coloration. Maybe not. I don't think I can improve the angle much. Oh, keeps looking away no matter what we do. Okay. I believe that's the cardinal we're hearing. A chickadee or two, or a chickadee here. Looks like a downy woodpecker right here. No, yellow-bellied sapsucker. Hey. Where'd it go? Where'd everyone go? There it is. Oh, wait. What are we hearing? That might be rusty blackbird. Stopped vocalizing. I thought I may have seen it here, and I was going to take another look, but then it flew off. I have a feeling that was rusty blackbird. Maybe we'll get a look later. Now, who's singing over here? I think that's a cardinal. If it is a rusty blackbird, it's singing again. Hold on a second. I see a tufted titmouse. It's not close. Let's go see if we can maybe. Love to get a good look at a rusty blackbird. They are declining in numbers very rapidly, and any chance I get to see them, I'll see them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's rusty blackbird we're hearing singing. I just can't see it. I don't know where it is. Maybe more than one of them, I hope. We've seen them here before, and actually in this stretch, we've seen them back a little ways. Last we saw them here. Let's see if maybe walking down here gives us a view. Oh, I think I just did catch sight of movement in here somewhere. I don't believe. No, I don't think the trail goes anywhere near there. There's a detour we can take up ahead, but it doesn't. Don't get anywhere near there. I see no movement, and I don't hear them any longer either. Okay, we're going to keep going, but maybe we'll have some luck and see them. The problem with rusty blackbirds, besides that their numbers are declining, is it's unless you see them in really good light, it's hard to really see them well enough to discern the rust color on them. You know, it's just difficult. If they're up in a tree and they're backlit, you know, it's just it's difficult. Did I hear a northern flicker? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Looks like they put some new mulch here. Well, maybe they had to because this area does get very soggy. And it probably needed it. Yeah, see, I have a feeling it's just a patch to get this a little drier. You know, I doubt they've reached a point where they're going to be out there really, really doing trail maintenance just yet. Now we could go that way, or we could do what we normally do, and that is go along the pond. I think we'll do what we normally do, but we may circle back. I think I may have just heard a white-throated squirrel, I'm not sure. I just heard something. I'm not sure if it was a pileated or a it was either a pileated or a northern flicker. No sign of the ringneck duck that has been around for, or had been around for a few weeks. I may have seen a lily pad or two, I'm not sure. Won't be long before the pond is, in most areas, not all, most areas covered with them. This area here tends to remain clear though. I mean, the nearby area, maybe, I don't know if it's because if it's deeper or what, but it usually doesn't have, as I recall, usually doesn't have lily pads on it, but many of the other areas get covered. Okay, we're gonna circle back. So we'll take a left here. We'll walk a little ways. So I don't look at something. Just heard a hairy woodpecker. See this little, I wouldn't even call it a pond, it's just a wet area. It's one of the first times I had ever seen on the ground, maybe the first time I had ever seen on the ground, rusty blackbirds. So that's why we're here. Oh, what did I frighten somebody? It seems like there were some ducks nearby. I wonder what kind they were. I may be wrong, I wonder. They just took off and they headed towards the Fuller wetlands. We'll see what they were. I wonder if they were possibly wood ducks. I don't know. I hear a robin, and there's one on the ground, and there's a mourning dove up in the tree up there. Anyway, no rusty blackbird signs right now. So we're going to continue on, I guess. think I may have just heard white-throated sparrow. Yeah, I believe so. Hearing one sing now. One or two vocalizing. As for rusty blackbirds, you know, I guess they make use of kind of wet areas, and I read somewhere that it's hoped that the increasing populations of beavers, and with the work that they do to alter the landscape, might actually help the rusty blackbirds, because more areas, you know, will have that kind of environment apparently suitable to rusty blackbirds. It's just, you know, something that someone is speculating or believing or whatever. I hope it's true. I just heard the rattle of a kingfisher. And we did see one. I don't know how many are around, but even kingfishers. Is it in the tree here? It seemed like it might have landed. I lost sight of it, but I don't know if it flew all the way to the pond. I lost sight of it. We're going to keep going, I guess. Hold on. Let's see what's up there in that tree. I think they're grackles. All grackles. Here's a blue jay. Not seeing anything exciting though, so I think we'll continue.
Okay, which way now? I think we have to go back that way. Do you know how to get back to the parking lot?
Keep going. Straight ahead.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And take a right onto the bridge.
Thank you. Oh, I can see the cars. Yes, we are.
We're going to go back to the water briefly for one more look. And then I think we'll head to the campus. Hold on a second. What do I see? Do I see something? Robin, probably. And it is. Okay. You know, it's really neat. We didn't really walk all that far. But look at the variety of habitats we walked through. Pond, wooded area, wetlands. You know, it's a nice variety, really. All within a reasonably short walk, and you know, easy to walk. It's not like the trails are difficult or anything like that. So, but things aren't overly manicured. You don't feel like, I mean, you feel like you're in a natural area that's just been, as I've said before, just tamed enough so it's comfortable for us, but it's still wild enough that you feel you're actually, you know, not just outside looking in, but you're immersed in it. So we'll just take a quick look here. As I've said before, and I'll say again, I'm sure, you never know where you'll see something, where you might be surprised. And, you know, not today, but there have been times when we've come back and all of a sudden, you know, maybe we see a Cooper's hawk that we would otherwise have missed. But not much going on right now, so I think we'll head to the car. Excuse me. We'll head to the car and we'll head to the campus. I don't see any ospreys though, so we must have missed it. Hold on one second, what do I see? Nothing. Sounds like geese coming in. Maybe a number of them? Maybe just two? Two, but they're making enough noise. Okay, with that, we're going to leave. You guys take over. Let's head to the campus with what light remains and see if we can find somebody. Hey, no arguing over there. I believe I hear a couple more geese coming in. In the meantime, do I see something? No. Okay. That's all about. See a couple of starlings. Okay. We need a couple minutes to get set here, and we'll be on our way. So a female cardinal. I believe I just saw 2 more, maybe 3 more tufted titmice. Be right in a minute. Sorry for the delay. Hearing a robin sing. As usual, we don't have a lot of time to get to the campus and look around. And then I have to try to remember that I want to show you a couple videos that I've recorded last week and this week. So oh, the hat hair. Okay. Almost set to go. I'm going to get the other camera ready just in case. Wires all over the place today. More than usual? Yes, more than usual. Oops. Okay, Sapsucker Woods, farewell. Thank you very much, as usual. See anything all that unusual, but you know what? I enjoyed that walk anyway. I really did. Going. It's still somewhat light out, of course, and at least we won't have the sun in our eyes by the looks of things. Mind it staying bright, but I don't want the sun in my eyes half the time when we're on campus. All things considered, weather-wise and everything, this tour could have been worse, but I'd say we've seen some nice things really today. Here and there. More there than here. Not there, but there. You know what I mean? It's still, it's still cold and it's breezy. Although back there at Sapsucker, it wasn't all that bad. I mean, it wasn't really, really windy, so that wasn't too bad. And the sun's coming out. I can see up ahead. It looks like it's shining on, you know, the distant hill. I don't mind sunshine, but I just don't want it in our eyes when we're looking for hawks. But anyway, it wasn't too terribly windy. I'm just glad, maybe more than anything, that it stopped snowing. We would be trying to look out the window, and the snow would come right in on the camera. Once we were in Montezuma, I don't know if the wind bothered you much or at all. You know, I had to raise the volume eventually. I don't know if we were having a problem the whole time until then, but I'm hoping that it wasn't. I don't think it should have been too terribly windy. Of course, we weren't really. Most of the time, we really had the windows closed anyway. Do me a favor, everybody. Wake me up when we get there. Thanks. Actually, I can't fault this car ahead of us because I don't know if it's this person's concern, but they love to set speed traps in this area, so it's kind of understandable. The sun may be in our eyes here and there. We'll see. Still mostly cloudy, I would say. The sun comes out. Don't get me wrong, I like sunny weather, but now it seems like it's out, and as we're driving around, we're going to be driving around looking for hawks. We're going to have the sun in our eyes. You know? I know, complain. Oh, no. Now last week, we only caught the very briefest of glimpses of Arthur. Hoping for better luck this week, but we'll see. Admit with the temperatures the way they are on the wind, I'm not anxious to drive around with both windows open. As far as I can tell, nobody on Bradfield. Not that I expected anybody, but I might as well check. And I'm going to look up at the nest for a moment from here. I can see effectively nothing, so let's continue. see the lights are on at the stadium, so there may be a sporting event going on. Seen anyone in this parking lot in a while, but we'll check just in case. We're here anyway. And we continue our streak of 0 sightings in here, so let's keep going. Saw a bird in the air. Don't know what it was. It's possible it's a crow or a hawk. The central heating plant is in my way now. Sight of whatever it was. I suspect it was a crow, but I don't know. Sage Hall. Just hoping. You never know. Actually, so far I haven't had the sun in my eyes. And, I have a feeling I'll soon be thinking it's too dark to see anything. Move it up there. Let's go. Green light. What is going on? Okay. Fine. Hey. That robin had flown right across the road, low altitude. haven't checked the Nest Cam feed to see who's up there, but if I had to guess, it's Big Red. Doesn't matter though. I'm looking for any hawk, either Big Red or Arthur. The only way I guess that you could say it would matter is if it is Big Red, for instance. I'm sorry, if it is Arthur up there in the on the nest. You might say, well, okay. Chances are, Big Red is not only out there but likely to return to the nest for the night. So, in that regard, it matters. I have a feeling we're not going to see anybody, but you never know. I hate to disappoint you. I hate to be disappointed myself. See it grow. Take a moment. I just am curious who is on the nest, so let me take a quick look. Looks like Big Red. It's windy up there. Look out, starlings. is an event going on. Yeah, there's something. Oh, maybe not an event, but maybe a practice or something. I don't know. I did see some people out there on the field. And there are some people in the stands. I have no idea what's going on. But looks like even though there's an event going on, they're not restricting the parking here, so it allows us access, which is good. Access to the slot, that is. Getting dark, so we may not see him, but I have a feeling I wouldn't be surprised if Arthur does at least come through the area. Before he finds a place to roost. Could be wrong, but never know. Just my opinion, but I think it'd be nice if he showed up, you know. I mean, we go through a fair amount of effort to see him, so. Saw a deer run across the road. I guess we could try the plantations area. I looked down within it. Not that I can see all that well from up, up above. Let's head that way. Maybe. He could be right nearby in a tree, and maybe I'm just missing him. Haven't seen many hawks today. I saw 2 this morning, my neighboring hawks, and as I was leaving, just after leaving to start the tour, I saw one again, which was most likely one of my neighbors, and I didn't see another one until I think until that light-headed one. Later on. The one, the one we saw from East Road. A couple Canada geese over to our left, our right. Left, right, it's all the same. No, to our right. I don't know if I've ever seen Canada geese down here before. Maybe I have. It makes sense. I mean, it's a grassy area, and not far from Beebe Lake. Feeling, like I said, that we're not going to see him today. Although I'm still hopeful. I still want to show you those 2 video clips I recorded. You might enjoy them. Heard a chipping sparrow. Might be a nice sunset on the pond cam, I'm not sure. sign of Arthur. I do hear an alert call. Doesn't mean he's around, but I hear a Robin alert call. I also hear Robin singing. And I see Arthur. Hiya, man. Okay, if I had to guess, he went up to a Bradfield perch. So where was that? He was on one of the, I don't know what it is, transformer? No, I don't know what it is. Down below the Weil Hall nest. So on that pole, but below the Weil Hall nest. Oops. I see him. We won't see him well because of because it's dark. But I see him. Let's see if I can get a decent line of sight. Hold on, let me just take a... Well, we'll have a quick look at him. And I say that because he's not even looking in our direction. And it is dark. So we'll do our best. This might be a good spot. I don't know. Okay. Has he turned around? He might have. detangle these wires. Be worse. Could be better. Good to see him. Isn't he cute? He's cute. Just adjust my camera so I can see a little better. There we go. So, you know, I don't know if he'll roost there for the night. I have no idea. I'm just glad I spotted him. I think I owe it to that. Who knows how long he was there? He might have been there all along. I don't know. But I'm glad I listened to that robin and I was looking around. And now we're able to see him. So it's nice to see him, certainly. I don't know if he'll go to the nest. I don't know if he's given Big Red any kind of a break lately or not. You know, maybe he'll go to the nest briefly for Big Red to give her a break. I don't know. Again, I don't know if they've had a shift change lately or not. One thing is certain, he's not looking at the nest, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Now it's dark, so I can't give you the clearest, sharpest picture. Still, it's, like I said, it's good to see him. We only had a very brief glimpse of him last week. I know he's been seen during the week and everything, that's fine, but so we'll watch for a bit, and we'll see if anything happens. I just checked the chat room, and apparently, according to Andrew, an S-Cam is saying that the shift change took place 2 hours ago. Will there be another one? Kind of doubt it, but it's always possible. But anyway, we'll watch, and we'll see if anything happens, and then I hope to show you those 2 clips. Now, will he roost there? That I don't know. Kind of doubt it, actually. Well, he might. I don't know. As it happens, I can't really see him because there's, in my own line of sight, I have a few twigs off of a branch in my way, but the camera, which is actually lower than my line of sight, can see just fine. Well, while he's kind of turned our way, let's see if we can look at him a little better. It's a little grainy, of course, but that's because of the. It's because it's dark. You wonder, for instance, why did he go to that ledge when he was on the other first? But who knows? Maybe he just prefers the view from that one, or it's, I don't know. For whatever reason, he finds it that much easier to take off from there. Who knows? Maybe he wanted a better look at us. I don't know. We'll just wait and see if he looks like he's going to settle in or if he's going to move on. And find another place to roost. It's tough to tell with certainty, but it kind of does look like his crop is full. It's right below the head and it bulges out a little bit, so if you don't know. The way he's moving his head, it almost looks like he's considering leaving. If he does, I won't be able to stay with him long, if at all. So he was over there. Now he's here. And I'm just glad we were able to see him at all. For me, the only question is whether he'll go somewhere else to roost or remain there. I am doubtful he'll go up to the nest for any reason tonight. But I've been wrong before. Just another minute or two, and then I think we'll take a look at those videos. Unless he starts to move around again as if he's going to leave. So anyway, I have two videos I'd like to show you. One I recorded last week, and it was just something I don't normally see, and that's why I want to show it to you. And the other was just a beautiful bird today. I would have liked an even better look than the one I ended up getting, but I was happy to have the one I did. Each one I recorded on my way back from Montezuma. Okay, I'd say he looks like he is going to be settled in for the night. Maybe I'm wrong. He doesn't seem to be like really looking around. He could, of course, he could take off at any moment. He's kind of, I don't know if he's yawning. Is he sleepy? Kind of sleepy. He's a good boy. Okay, let's do that. Let's see the videos, and we'll see what happens. Okay? Okay. Let me set things up so we can see them. One minute here. Okay, you ready? All right, let's do it. Oh. Not something you see every day. There's one turkey and there's another one around here somewhere. Turkey in the tree. I don't see turkeys every day anyway, but as I was driving, I saw two turkeys in the air. I wasn't sure they were turkeys, but they were large birds, and then they landed in the trees. They flew over the road, landed in the trees. I don't know where the second one is. I don't see it from here. may be there, but I don't see it from here. And I just thought I'd stop and take a look. I had to back up quite a ways to see it. And you can see the tree trunk is in our way. But every once in a while it pops its head into view and we can see its you know, tail and hind quarters. And again, I don't know where the second one is. It might, I think it's nearby. I think they both seem to land close to each other within the trees. I've only on one other occasion, seen a turkey in a tree, and that was at Sapsucker Woods. So I'm going to move along because I'm running late. But I just thought I'd stop and take a look. Did the turkey turn around? I think it did. Hi. I have a feeling it's going to leave. Maybe, I'm hoping I'm not spooking it, but... Wait, I'll back up a little bit. So again, this appears to be a wild turkey. And I'm seeing it in a tree, again, as opposed to on the ground where I would normally see them. We have branches and tree trunks in the way, but I've had worse looks at things. Again, I don't know where the second one is. I had seen two in flight. They landed in the trees, and I slowed down to find them. I'm kind of looking for the second one now. I don't see it. Okay, I better get going. Oh. Oh. This is an eastern meadowlark. Beautiful bird. I was hoping to get a better look at it because it was on a wire, but it took off obviously and went to the ground. But I'll take this look too. This is probably one of the best looks at one I've ever had. Maybe the best look I've ever had. I'd love for it to come back up to the wire. Possibly give me a better look. Again, an eastern meadowlark. Beautiful, beautiful bird. and it was on one of the power lines or whatever line, maybe a telephone line, doesn't matter. And I saw it as I drove by. Circled around, and now it's, here it is. Looks to me like it's gathering nesting material. And, oh, I see it now. Hold on. Gotta drive forward a little bit, and I don't know if I'll be able to see it again. Okay, everybody. I think that's just about it. We're still looking at Arthur. He is up on Bradfield. It's getting very dark, and I think we're out of time. But overall, I have to say I've enjoyed the day. I hope that you have as well. I really enjoyed seeing that eastern meadowlark. It's a bird that I've been trying to see quite a bit lately, and I saw one, as I mentioned. I couldn't hear the audio just now, but as I believe I mentioned, I had seen it on a wire as I was driving by, and turn around, and I had to turn around again so I could get position so I could look at it. And then just as I was getting closer, it flew to the ground, and you saw what I recorded there. Still, just a nice sighting. I would have liked an even better look if possible, and maybe it would have been better up on that wire, but you know, I'll take what I can get. Anyway, everyone, I want to wish you all a great night and a great week, and we will see you all next time. Take care, everybody. Good night. Good night, Big Red. Good night, Arthur.